what's his face from ECW, the black guy that's like wanted in like 5 states, New Jack.
New Jack. I do remember this now. I can't really. I remember this happened with somebody owed Dave money, but there's so much shit that goes on. It's just
It is. It's like every
can't
year.
Keep track.
Every year we gotta talk about a new scam artist, a new rat, new clown that's scamming people. It's quite unfortunate because it ruins it for the people that actually, do a legit, healthy, promising business where the wrestlers kind of don't trust anybody because of the few jerks. So.
Yeah. Well.
All right. So today we're just gonna do. We're gonna start off, keep it a nice little relaxed wrestling general chat. Which Joey be involved. Eventually, it's gonna get heated and angry because you can't have a conversation with Joey until he's gonna get angry at some point. So, and I've been in all settings with you: wrestling, at the diner, at my house, whatever it is. Something always happens to piss you off. The waitress forgets to bring you a refill of your soda. Something. She throws the plate in front of you.
Richie DeGreg is listening.
Oh, of course.
This guy's supposed to be getting shit done, but of course he's. Who the fuck knows what he's doing?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it is Rich. So I mean he probably I'm sure I'm gonna give him like 10 minutes before. Can I call in?
Please don't let him call in. Please. I don't want to hear him. I don't want to deal with him. Nothing. He's a nuisance.
Oh.
He's lucky that I speak to him still.
The RDP burial.
Oh.
We're not even near
I'm getting
a show
on
yet.
Facebook, Bellini. Take that post down. They're all burying me.
Oh man, we haven't even had a show in a couple of weeks, and we're already burying him.
At least I get a break from him. I go down to Florida. Be working with Lewis and Richie Sorrentino.
Yes.
We got Jimmy Evelyn Neidhart. We have Gabby or Raquel, whatever you want to call her, in ring gear. So that's the pervs will be all into that.
Oh hell yeah!
And then I have to deal with Richie DeGreg walking around as I'm working, and talking. And say, Bellini, don't let this guy get a discount, Bellini.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
I'm told I'm dealing with, I think it's Ultimate Stars is Lewis and Richie's
Lewis
company.
is Ultimate Stars. Richie is GTG Productions. I don't know if they're combined or separate, but I'm going to give them the shout out for the both of them.
Well, Warriors of Wrestling is involved in this for this weekend in WrestleCon, and they're going to show me how business is supposed to be done, unlike Richie DeGreg.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not going to...
I heard that, that rat that hangs around big event, you've seen her.
Oh, Jesus.
She always goes up to the wrestlers. Hey, how you doing? Tries to take a selfie.
Rosie Perez?
Huh?
Rosie Perez?
That's not her name, but yeah.
I know, that's what she sounds like.
She's going to be at fucking WrestleCon.
Of course she is.
She better stay the fuck... we had She-Bunny was helping us out at the table, and she pulled him aside. She thought me and She-Bunny were married. Obviously, we are not. She goes, your husband's very nasty. But I'm nasty because you're sitting there taking selfies of people that we paid to bring in here, and you think it's a free-for-all.
Yeah.
So go fuck yourself. And she does that with everybody.
Yeah,
with every fucking guest that's there.
Yep, she does. And of course, I'm the first one that gets hit because I'm the table right before the main entrance, so she... hits up everybody.
Well, your guests are behind tables where she can't get to them.
Yeah.
Like she could get to mine.
Oh, she trust me. She does. She squeezes her ass between the tables and gets back there.
But you got JT there, you got Amy there. Don't they say get the fuck out of here?
Amy does. JT's is probably much as useless as Richie is at conventions.
That's the guy that Richie had at the last thing with Melina. This girl standing there taking his free selfie. Melina's guy's standing there. I'm like, yo, Melina, get behind the table. I said, get the fuck out of here. Because I don't give a fuck. There's another clown that comes around. He used to do business with Richie. I don't know, Richie. I think he did they had a guest together. I think it was maybe Chris Matz. I don't fucking know. But this guy's he's messaging me because Richie finally grew a pair of balls and told him, look, there's no discounts. He messages me, how much is Ron Simmons' combo? I said, well, the information is right there. And I told him the price because even for me, I said, I don't even know who the fuck you are. Why am I going to give you a fucking discount? Go fuck yourself.
Richie's already
walks around with his Intercontinental title. Fuck Richie. Tell him he had his
I know
show.
who you're talking about. He always reeks like weed too.
I don't know. He walks around with that fucking belt with the white strap, and he wants to get autographs. Fuck you.
Yeah, he actually, Mooch and I went to a SmackDown live show, and we were up in the front, and he was literally 3 seats over, and like the different set, it's everything's like kind of squared off, so we were like one side of the ring, and he was like on the other side of the turnbuckle on the other side of the ring, and of course he spotted us, so he came running over, and but you know what, I can't because he does purchase merchandise at your show. That I know.
Okay, great. If he's purchasing stuff, fine. But he always gives me a hard time about paying to get into the show. Like, I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't care if you're DeGreg's lackey when he needs you to fucking... That has nothing to do with me or my fucking show. You know what I mean? I pay my guys. I pay the talent to come there. I don't know this guy. I can see if it's like somebody I know that I like, maybe, but I don't know this guy from Adam.
Well, it gets to the point where... Like, I have no problem if someone's like, hey, I'm friends with Kevin, can I take a picture, blah, 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 and I give him the okay or whatever. At least give me the heads up. Don't drop my name and me not know. That I can't stand, is when people drop my name. No,
I'll tell. If somebody said, Kevin said, I'll be like, no, he didn't, because I know Kevin, and Kevin would tell me, look, I'm sending so-and-so over.
Actually, yeah, that's absolutely right. I have the common courtesy of giving you a heads up, whether it's a text message or a Facebook message or... I bump into you at the beginning of the show, which that's probably that's probably the only time I won't talk to you is before the show because your head's in 1,000 different places. So I try.
Yeah, I think people learn that lesson.
People should know. I mean, come on. I mean, Jesus. It's like when you're opening the store first thing in the morning. Don't walk up to the manager first thing in the morning and start bawling him about petty crap when they're trying to open up a store because their head's in 4,000 places trying to get the business going. It's the same thing. You got 1,000 things going. You're trying to make sure your guys are all there. Everybody knows what's going on. All the stuff is set up. The music's done. The ring is cleaned and emptied. The fans are outside. Someone's at the table getting ready to sell tickets. Somebody's out there with the marker. Someone's standing there with flyers. You got 1,000 things going on. The vendors are where they're supposed to be. Shit. I pretty much named a lot of things that you do, and I just show up.
And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, nope. I don't know, maybe they deal with promoters that don't do stuff like that. I don't know.
They don't, because the promoters probably show up like halfway through the first match.
I wish I could do that. I wish.
I can tell you right now, I can tell you one of the shows I've been to this year, and the promoter showed up in the middle of the first match, whether he had traffic or otherwise, but I'm not gonna...
How'd the show run?
The show was fine. You had enough experienced people there, but I'm not gonna blow them up. Oh my God! So yeah, Richie did try to call, but I killed his call.
Richie, let's listen to the fucking show. That's all.
I know, Rich. Relax, sit back, have a beer. Listen. Laugh at your expense, whatever the case may be. All right, so let's we got WrestleMania coming up. We're going to be down. Unfortunately, we're going to be down there, but not really going to WrestleMania. But we'll get to experience the chaos that is pre-WrestleMania weekend, and we're going to do the Hall of Fame, which I'm very, very. I have to thank you for that because I'm very excited.
Have you ever done it before?
No, I'm psyched. I don't even care if I can barely see them, as long as I can hear it, and I'm so excited about it because I just...
Oh, you can hear them because everything's mic'd.
Yeah,
it's not like they're sitting up there screaming.
I'm just psyched about it because I always watch. I watched it when they started showing it on the network, and and it's okay watching it on network, but to be there, it's just like like baseball. It's people say baseball is boring, but when you go to a game, it's a totally different experience. And I really want to.
I used to think that about baseball, but you know what? It's like I have no desire to go to a game. I really don't anymore.
You got to get a group outing now, man. I don't like going by myself anymore. I used to go to games by myself or grab a friend. You got to do the group outing thing. You have to do the whole barbecue in the lot. You got to go, pack ears, watch a game, do like a multiple car road trip, and just because that part of it makes it fun. And then you got the game, and and then after the game, who's going where and who has to take a crap and whatever.
Yeah, football. Once you go to a football game, it's hard.
See,
I go to a lot of games.
It's
hard to go to baseball.
It's too cold. It's way too cold.
Oh, I go in September and October.
Yeah.
I kind of stay, because I'm a Bills fan. I kind of don't go up there past that.
Yeah, I would.
If I lived in Miami, I'd probably have season tickets to if I was a Dolphins fan.
Yeah. Oh, God, the fact that you just said that. Oof.
But yeah, I think this is me and Tony went to the one in New York. We did not go to WrestleMania that year. Then we went last year. We went to Dallas. And we're going to go this year, but I don't know if we're going to go to Mania. We're going to be there till Monday. I said if the tickets drop a little bit more, maybe we'll go. I just have no desire to watch this shit. I really don't.
The show's not. I mean, I'm looking at the card and I'm like, I don't know if it's something I'd even want to spend a couple of $100 for a ticket to see in the nosebleeds. I'm like, I don't. If it was New York, would have been something. All right, I miss out on that opportunity, but. I don't know. I think that there's going to be so much going on this weekend between the Hall of Fame and the 2-day convention, and all of us are going to be down there doing our thing, and I'm sure we're all going to meet up at times and have dinner or whatever. And there's just going to be so much going on. I'm driving there and back, so I really don't.
You got a long. I'll be there Wednesday night. I think everybody's on the same flight. Me, Mooch. Lewis, Richie Sorrentino, everybody's on the same flight.
See,
you guys are driving.
That's cool. I feel bad for those people in that plane. Oh my God! I mean, I refuse to tell Dave Mooch my seat number because I don't want him booking one next to me. That would drive me crazy on that plane. I'm sitting next to him enough times at the dinner table. He's a panic. He's definitely.
I already got that next to me. I don't need any more of that shit. I like to put on my headphones and fucking relax. But this person I usually take with me drives me crazy.
No, well, don't they all?
Yeah. I just want to leave there with a nice chunk of change in my pocket.
Yeah. I mean, my goal is to come home with enough money to put a new fence up in my yard, since the last 2 winters decided to tear down half of it. So.
There you go.
that's
you got some pretty big name guests. I mean, you got Eric Bischoff, you got Brother Love.
Yes.
Saraya Knight. Who else you got? April Hunter?
April Hunter, Rosita, and Amber O'Neal.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, the big ones are Pritchard and Bischoff.
Pritchard and Bischoff, and unfortunately, with the last couple of things that have been going on, Saraya Knight's probably going to be a big visit now.
I'm going to bring a picture of the money shot with Paige. I'm going to have it her sign.
Yeah, please don't do that. Yeah, and unfortunately.
Do you think people will really make comments?
Well, let's put it this way.
What? I shouldn't even answer that.
Before this even happened, people were walking up to her at Big Event when we brought her.
Back in November?
Yeah, with the most inappropriate, ridiculous questions, just general questions about Paige. That I was sitting there, like, I can hear it from behind me. And Jen, who, she was helping out, and she was just like, what is wrong with people? Like, how do you walk up to a grown woman, a mother, and ask those questions about their daughter? So if they were asking stupid questions then, I can only imagine, people are going to be like, oh, how do you feel about what happened? Really? Like,
we had a guy write Malenko a letter when we had Malenko at the show asking if he thought Kevin Sullivan killed. He handed him like a little note. He asked him if you think Kevin Sullivan killed Chris Benoit. And Malenko was going to hang out for a little bit. He said, that's it. We're out.
Yeah.
These people, like, they think they're funny, or they're just they're mentally ill, I think. They're not normal.
Yeah,
like, you don't see this in the NFL.
Well, I mean, you don't see it in baseball either. I mean, you don't see it in any...
No, it's just wrestling. It's just wrestling that you see this fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
People know how to fucking act.
People are, And you know what's going to happen now. Brad Maddox is going to wind up being a celebrity. Everybody, they're going to jump on that opportunity. I guarantee he's going to be at the next show.
And what next show?
Probably Legends. Somebody's going to bring him to Legends.
Oh, but I don't give a fuck. But WWE's not going to give a fuck. They're not bringing him in.
No. I mean, unless they want to bring him in to fire him again.
He was nobody to begin with. That's why when somebody did bring him into one of these conventions, he did nothing.
Yeah, he was what's her face? Is Vicky Guerrero's lackey. So, I mean.
So all right, let's get going here. What's this thing with your buddy Rikishi and Mike Dixon?
All right. So a Facebook message popped up on Rikishi's page saying